Lars and the Real Girl from 2007. What's the plot?
The plot is Ryan Gosling plays Lars, who's a very, very, very shy man. He won't talk to anyone, won't talk to women. But then suddenly he's confident and he talks to people, and that's because he gets a girlfriend. But his girlfriend isn't a real person. She is a anatomically correct sex doll he got on the internet.
Wow, that's pretty good. And I'd like to make a note to everyone that we are keeping to the one sentence summary, and that was much better than mine.
What did you think of it?
I really enjoyed it. I like films like this that are kind of very low key and are very character study-y. I love that.
It was.
There is like little to no plot through this. It's just you are watching this shy fellow.
Yeah.
The softest looking Ryan Gosling performance I've ever seen in my life. He's got a bit of pudge to him. I just want to give him a big hug. He's got the softest cheeks I've ever seen.
He does, and a lovely little moustache.
Yeah, lovely little moustache. Just seeing him change and learn and evolve through the output of Bianca, his quote unquote real girl, his titular real girl.
Is real girl like the name of the brand of like those dolls? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know, actually. I don't know.
I think it might have been. Because obviously, I think the whole point of it is you think it's like his love interest, his like romance with the doll, but it's with Bianca, but it's actually with the real woman, his colleague.
Real girl.
Margot, was she called? Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess it's like it's a bit of a Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. It's a bit of a...
Yeah.
An extra when you actually watch the film, you're like, oh, that's not the meaning I thought it was, but that's very clever.
What did you think?
I liked it. I think you liked it a bit more. To be honest, I got nothing negative to say about it, really. It was just, a film that I watched and enjoyed and moved on with my life afterwards. But no, I thought, good character study. Like you said, there's not very much plot at all. It's just, it follows some of the beats of, like, I guess a romance. A guy's lost in life, he doesn't know what he's doing. Then he meets this girl and she changes him, and then you go through the highs, their relationship like building even more, the community accepting her and all that, and then I don't know. We don't do spoilers, do we? Well, we don't care.
Yeah, I think we probably should. We've done like a little roundup. I'd like to go into spoilers. Before we do, because obviously we watch these together. Every film we sit down at the same time in the same city and watch them together in person.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I was really distracted that as soon as Bianca was introduced, I couldn't help but see the massive tent in your trousers, like the entire time. Whenever she's on screen, you were just like raging hard on, and I just couldn't get past that.
Yeah, I have now. I've actually got a Bianca now. They should do. That's some good like merchandise they could release.
Yeah. If this was an A24 film, they would be selling a life-size Bianca to buy.
I wonder
100%.
how much it cost. I bet that'd be a fortune.
Oh yeah. I wonder how much it costs.
Sorry.
I wonder.
Oh, let me put it this way: you're not getting any Christmas presents this year.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'd recommend watching it. But I'd like to get a bit more deeper into it.
I did find weird how, considering she's like a sex doll, and we see from the reaction of Emily Mortimer's character that she is anatomically correct. We never saw like any semblance that he was fucking her. In fact, they sleep in different like houses,
different beds.
Yeah. But I guess that's to show that it's love that he's longing. It's not a lustful thing.
Yes,
and that's why everyone in the community accepts him so much. That's why
he's a soft boy.
Yeah, I said that I didn't really have criticisms. I think my only criticism is sort of like how, the completely unrealisticness of the fact that his whole town like completely accepts the two of them. Yeah,
so that's I think let's put a big spoiler stamp here, because that's something that I wanted to talk about, because that's something that I really liked. I thought it was lovely that the conflict came from him as a character learning to find love, and I read into it as Bianca being like a projection of himself.
Yeah,
and through her and the lovingness of the community and how much they love him, not Bianca. That's the conflict. It could have easily been, look at this dirty freak having sex with a dirty sex doll. Let's make fun of him. But other than like a few comments.
Yeah, true. I know his brother was probably the least accepting, and then at the very start, like there's like a round table of, I don't know who they are, like the neighborhood watch or something. Like they sort of seem like in Hot Fuzz, where it's just people from all different jobs around the village.
The greater good.
Have a meeting. The greater good. Yeah, I don't know why they sort of loved him so much, because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do like any like acts of kindness for them. Really, he doesn't even talk to people. I feel like if it was real. I don't know. I feel like I would probably bully him for being a freak, and I think he deserves it.
So I read into that, like, the community love of Lars, because it's kind of revealed throughout that Bianca's parents died when she was young, which is very much a projection of him.
Yes.
Because him and his brother Gus lost their parents, or lost their mum very young, and were raised by their bad father.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's such a small town, a small community, that everyone must know about it. And they're almost like, well, I understand why he's the way he is, and he's such a sweet guy, and he's never kind of really grown up into independence. He's living in his brother's garage. He's never rude to anyone. He's never like offensive. He's just the softest boy.
They know that it's just the sort of trauma, and it's a way of accepting it. And it's not harming anyone. I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about it as like an allegory for accepting different sort of relationships, like gay relationships and stuff like that, like interracial. Like it's just an allegory for that. But yeah, I think, I don't know, in real life, if there was someone in your town whose girlfriend was a doll, it doesn't matter how sweet they are. I think people would still be like, that's weird though, isn't it?
It reminds me a bit of what was that film from a couple of years ago? Brian and something, a British comedy.
Charles, was it?
Brian and Charles.
You watched that? I don't think I didn't watch it.
Brian and Charles.
It's Brian Gittins, isn't it?
Yes, comedy where oddball in small village makes robot friend.
Yeah.
And whereas that's more of like an actiony comedy kind of thing, and this takes it a lot more straight. It's kind of very similar community vibes I get from that. They all band behind him, and the conflict isn't about the community making fun of him and making him an outsider. It's like them supporting him and helping him find his way through. I loved the reaction shots from Bianca through this. I thought they were hilarious.
Best actress right there.
100%. I haven't seen her in I haven't seen her in anything else, but she was great.
No.
She was great.
Maybe she got cancelled. Maybe like Hollywood knows some dark secrets about her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've looked. It actually is. Yeah, Real Doll. Oh yeah, it's realdoll.com is where you get them from. So I guess they're called like real.
Oh, you just looked now for the podcast.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I just did some quick googling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just recently found out this information. I thought I'd share what I just learned.
But the thing is, we both know that we share one of those really old, boxy 90s computers in your attic, like Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I went on there yesterday and saw that you'd bookmarked realgirls.com. So I don't know why you're pretending like you've just looked it up.
Maybe that was someone else. That might have been Caitlin.
It might have been Courage the Cowardly Dog. He might have done it. Who knows?
Shall we talk about Margot?
Kelly Garner plays Margot.
Yeah, I don't think I know her from anything else.
The Aviator. Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
I'm very sorry.
G-Force.
She was in G-Force. I watched G-Force in the cinema because I used to have pet guinea pigs, and I've never seen it since. And I have a feeling, even though I liked it as a kid, I have a feeling if I watch it now, it would be the worst thing I've ever seen.
I think so as well.
Do you ever have films like that where, like, as a kid, I loved Aliens in the Attic. I will not watch Aliens in the Attic as an adult because I know it's shit. I know it will be. It's like Percy Jackson. I was so disappointed when I watched the film again as an adult.
But we digress.
We digress. Margot.
Yeah, I liked Margot. I did feel that she was a bit male fantasy throughout.
Because she's not really a character. Like, she's only there for plot reasons. She's also not in it too much.
Pining over Lars for no reason other than she needs to be doing something.
Yeah, that's something where, because it's like a feature film rather than like a TV show, it's sort of, they feel like there's less priority to pad her out. She doesn't have anything to her character other than she's a co-worker and she fancies Lars, but we don't really know why. I guess because she sees how sweet he is, and he's Ryan Gosling.
anti Ryan Gosling, the famously ugly Ryan Gosling. I wouldn't fall for him.
I like how they put a moustache on him to make him ugly. Moustaches are in now.
They are. They're trendy. I would love a moustache if I could grow one.
I think Lars, when I was watching the film, I was like, I actually think it takes quite the strength of character in the 21st century to grow a moustache, because you know that people are going to be judging you because it looks so silly. And so I actually think Lars would be too shy to grow a moustache.
But it's a metaphor, isn't it, for being an outsider?
Well, yeah. And I guess he is an eccentric man because he has a sex doll as a girlfriend. So maybe I take that back.
Yeah, I think Ryan Gosling is great.
He must be a great actor, because I can't believe that's the same actor as Ken. It's like Emma Stone. I can't believe it's the same as Whitney from The Curse.
It's like the other way around, isn't it? But whereas Ken is a doll, he's now a man dating a doll. That's crazy. That's like a cursed double feature right there.
Can you just... That's right, so that was one of mine. That was my only one I have for Lars and the Real Girl.
Yeah, I liked the brother. I really liked the Doctor. Who played the Doctor? My computer's frozen. She was very good. I've seen her in things.
Well, it was David Tennant. He keeps coming back.
Oh, don't be silly.
Apparently, it's like rumoured that Millie Gibson's already left Doctor Who.
That's confirmed. She's been binned.
It's not confirmed.
I saw it on The Guardian.
Yes.
That she's been replaced.
Have you seen Doctor Who announce it themselves? No. So it's not officially confirmed.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, but it seems like quite likely.
Who plays the Doctor?
Ncuti Gatwa.
Right.
I don't know. Who else is there? Paul Schneider. That was Gus. Do I know him?
Paul Schneider. I know him. I know him from things. What's he
from?
That
man. He played he played Dick Little in the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
Yes, he did. That's where I know him
Dick
from.
Little's a real man. Why would someone name their child Dick Little? What the fuck? His name isn't even. His name's James Andrew Little. He chose to call himself Dick Little. That is a comedy genius. What a guy.
It's like episode 1 of The Curse. I've just finished that. That's Dick Little.
Yeah. The Cherry Tomato Boys. Is that in the first episode?
Because I saw A24 released merch about it, and one of them was the Cherry Tomato Boys, and now I get that that's rancid. Why would you want that on the top?
Right, what more is there to talk about Lars and the Real Girl?
What I thought was really clever about it was how it was all driven by him subconsciously, like the entire story. The arguments that he has with Bianca are from the community supporting him, and then he gets jealous of that, and then we're in spoilers, she dies at the end, but obviously can't die.
Surely Lars knows she's not real, even though he never says that he's aware of it.
You don't know.
So yeah, I just don't know what's going on inside his head. Like, is he just a lunatic?
Yeah. Well, he's never diagnosed anything.
No. Well, I think it's very much
for the best. But it's lovely that he dates Margot in the end. It's really nice. And it ends with you get the post credits reveal. Did you see this? Obviously, he had filled Bianca with so much of his seed that it's kind of like a seed of Chucky thing. So you see a baby hand that's half human, half doll punch through the coffin, which sets up the sequel that unfortunately never happened.
Is that because I thought Mithrigan was part of this universe?
Oh, maybe that's it. Oh my god, yeah. Maybe they dropped the name for Mithrigan, because Mithrigan is Bianca and Lars's daughter. That's a cursed double feature right there.
Yeah, I probably should have done that instead. A film which I'm going to just ask you now, because there's no point doing a cursed double feature, because it's not cursed. It's a very normal double feature. You love... Well, I like it. I like it a lot too. It's very, very good. But I think it's one of your favourite films is Her. I think
love Her.
That's quite a similar sort of thing to this.
Yeah, Her is a lot more bittersweet. I have a real longing for those bittersweet relationship films. And I think it's almost the classier, less independent cousin of this film.
Yeah.
What did you rate Lars and the Real Girl?
I think I gave it 3 stars. It should probably be 3.5. I think it was just because it was like, yep, that was good. I don't need to really... I won't think about that again after I've finished doing a podcast about it. So maybe I would say 3.5. It was a good film.
Very good. I gave it 4 stars. It seems I liked it more than the majority of people, because there's only 3 stars on Letterboxd.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, well, I can see.
Good.
I can see people watching it and being like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah. Yeah, this is a film my mum would turn straight off.
Oh yeah, my mum would hate this. She hates everything, so that's fine. If anything, it's a mark of how good something is if she doesn't like it.